Mr. Schaub, sorry for your loss.
Alright guys, welcome back to Into the Bapaverse. What we like to do here is look at the Fight and the Kid subreddit, look at their best posts, look at their best clips, and we react to them. Talk about it, explain a little bit, maybe get into a rabbit hole of some sort. Today I have a little bit of a different plan to start out the show because there's this subreddit that's caught my eye. And this subreddit mirrors this subreddit, the Fight and the Kid subreddit. But it's someone you guys might know, and that subreddit that I'm talking about is the Khalyla Kuhn subreddit. This was created on July 11th, 2022, 11 months ago. It's about to be a year till next month, so it's almost got 10,000 members there. It's got quite a few people online looking at it. It's getting quite big, quite fast for such, for 1 year. It's quite incredible. I don't know the actual number of how popular a subreddit can get, but this one is getting numbers quite quickly. So what is this? What's going on? If you're not aware, if you don't know who Khalyla is, then you don't know who Brendan is, because I wouldn't be talking about Khalyla if they didn't ever interact. But it was one of the biggest interactions that they had. If you don't remember that event, 2 words: Trug Wog.
Trug Wog.
You just think I'm that bitch?
Yeah.
I had a guy that was like, why don't you walk me to my truck, this married guy, where I'm like, and we know him, I'm not going to say who it is, but he's like,
know him.
why don't you give me a walk? Why don't you you should walk me to my truck. I'm like, so what, I can blow you? Like, what?
Wait,
like,
who was it? Oh.
but it's just like, it's like,
Ew.
why would I?
Wait, I love that we have the same people that
Yes, the same ones come
want
through.
us to
He came
walk
for
them to their.
you?
Oh, he came for me so hard, and we know his chick.
Can't tell.
What was said was that there was a guy, he was unfunny. I came back with, oh, that's a big clue. That's something about a peach emoji. Then,
But my thing with that, Clyde, do you think that's nice?
oh no.
That's how they both connect in our eyes. Because honestly, if it wasn't for Bobby, we would have never known who she was. She's not a comedian. She's not a TV personality. And, Bobby gave her that clout, the success, the other shows, the other podcasts she's doing with other comics. And they're doing really good numbers. Can't lie about that. Everybody's got their haters. And this is a subreddit was made by people who got banned. So it's quite specifically a vendetta subreddit. If you guys didn't know, the original Fight and the Kid subreddit was actually a fan subreddit, and then people turned on Brendan, saw how he actually was, and that's kind of happening with Khalyla. And it's about the things that she says. There isn't a lot of footage on her, and it's because she's not quite active as Brendan and has as many slip-ups and stuff. But she does get called out in these. And these are the pinned videos, or these are the pinned posts by the moderators about a month ago. Self-description of a proud hoe. So I want to have to censor some of the words just so this can be seen more. But it's quite interesting because you would think this is going to be like a subreddit that a fan made. Somebody's got a crush on Khalyla. But nope. It was people that went on the Tiger Belly fan page, fan Reddit, and they got banned for trying to expose Khalyla and Bobby, or vice versa. And so they're like, no, they can't do that to me. So they create their own subreddit with whatever rules they want, and they could put whatever they want about them. Same with the Fight and the Kid. This one mirrors the Fight and the Kid, but it's basically, if Schaub was a chick and she was actually quite more smarter than him and actually more successful for being quite limited in her skill set, all because of Bobby. And that's also like a theory that people spin about Khalyla, because she's they say that she's a gold digger.
You throw money at my tears, which is okay.
You know what? Okay, when you say that, it hurts my feelings.
Why?
Because what if we were poor? It would be more difficult.
If we were poor, Papa, we would be divorced because there's no way you know how to show me love.
What?
Because you throw money at my tears, and if we were poor, what would you throw at my tears?
Love.
Okay, anyways, let's move on.
What was that?
I love you. I love you,
Okay, I love you too.
Papa.
There is this one guy who made 2 videos about Khalyla. That's his only 2 videos that he's ever done, and they're about Khalyla and how she's weird. If you're not aware of it, it's here it is. I'll pull it up. The XLP channel. Nothing, no description in his channel, and his 2 videos are Khalyla, the most sadistic woman in comedy. Khalyla, it's the same one, part 1 and part 2. So the first one 10 months ago, yeah, that was quite a while back, and this is the one with the
Anybody.
We can get in.
with the poems and whatnot. And his theory is that Brendan knew about potential crimes, alleged crimes, and this is the kind of the bombshell clip that they're trying to spin and saying that this kind of proves that Khalyla said something to Brendan, and she was like, wait, don't say it yet. So here's the clip here.
Into that.
Wait, what is that other thing?
Yeah, we can get into that.
The other.
Wait, hold on. Let me
go ahead.
actually
Yeah.
probably let's assume that it's the same old narrative of me being a gold digger and stealing money from Bobby.
I
Is it within those
We
lines?
talked about it. Yeah, you and
So-
I had spoke about this, and you told me. the
Oh
truth.
yes. I mean,
Yes.
let's be real. That is an old tired story. Bobby, call your accountants.
Okay, here's the truth of the matter. Okay,
I don't really need. To
I know-
know. I don't need to know this. guys.
I know.
care.
And it's like, it's funny because Brendan went to the show to show his alleged proof, which he never did, but at the same time kind of not exposing Khalyla for that part that could be considered damaging. And it quite sounded like from Khalyla's point that it's about money, because quite clearly she said she's a gold digger. And this is all speculation. And the subreddit, I checked out the subreddit, and it's mostly all the clips that are here can easily be explained. Like the most darkest things that she's said is like, the kissing her brother and other things, and being a narcissist and being quite dark. There's a couple of weird things about her. But let's watch this clip. Self-description of a proud hoe. I kind of went off of a tangent there. I'm sorry.
But I did have sex with my stepbrother. He has since passed away. He killed himself. R.I.P. He was a very sweet boy. I had sex with a boy who I was told after I had sex with him that he could potentially be my brother. And I hate to say it, but because he was my stepbrother after, but he had a really perfect penis. I used to jerk off dogs a lot. Jerked off tons of dogs, yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that's it's a bunch of weird things that she has said. Here's another one that they bring up. Oh, yeah, I'll just play you this one and then I'll play you the other one. I'm a smart girl. I set it up correctly. And Khalyla asked for an open relationship while Bobby was in rehab.
So how does the conversation even happen? Like, you meet wife 2, wife 1 knows, and when
do you really want to know how it went down?
Yes,
for the first time?
yes, I want to know.
It was like mid pump. I had told wife 1 as I was having sex with him one day. I was like, hey, I had this dream last night. I'm a smart girl. I set it up correctly.
Right.
And so it's like mid pump. I was like, hey, do you mind if the other guy was he was a friend of mine.
Okay.
So I was like, do you mind if he, jumps in and, you can't say no mid-pump. Like, it already feels good for him. So I kind of strategically questioned it, knowing that he was already turned on.
Wait, hold on. Where are you?
I love you.
You're at home right now?
Yeah, I'm at home.
And your friend is just in the other room,
Yeah,
like waiting?
he's in the shower. So I literally, wife 1 looks at me in just disbelief.
So you told wife 2, be on stand.
So this video is accusing Khalyla of actually being the one who wanted the open relationship. Khalyla basically backtracked because there are clips of her saying that she did not want that. Bobby wanted that.
No.
Oh, he didn't even know.
But I knew he wanted to fuck me. I mean, come on. He's...
We know.
Thing for her.
I didn't arrange it,
But
right?
you
But she
approved
asked,
him.
is this going to be okay? And I said, go ahead and do it.
Okay.
right? I'm just curious. Because I never did anything like that in the 10 years. I never looked at another girl.
Yeah.
Really, I was very like kind of loyal to her. You know what I mean?
There's no flirtatiousness.
I never did any of that. I never hung out with girls. Really, no, I never did any
I'm
of that.
surprised about that because
God, that is a terrible thing about me.
What?
Is that when I'm shown like total love and devotion, it's almost like I don't know what to do with it.
You've never cheated on anyone in your life.
I have done this. I have gone to a strip club and gotten a lap dance and came through my jeans without my dick out.
I don't think that counts.
That's what I'm saying. That's the most I've done. And even when I did that, it was like I was on the border of relapse. Like I was sober then. And I was like, is that, you know what I mean? Like I had to talk to 1,000 people. So I've never done it.
So yeah, I mean there isn't much. Actually, let's read the comments here. Forgot about that. Well, this is 26 days ago, man. Almost 150 upvotes. Skadoodle says, I've silently hated this woman for years. Then y'all went and made a whole page dedicated to shitting on her. LMAO, where do I sign? And it's like a lot of people saying, oh, I've just suddenly realized that she's terrible for Bobby. And there's people that are, with Bobby, and then some people are like, Bobby's also dumb too for keeping her around. And some people might take the side of Bobby. Some people see Bobby as the victim here because they see Khalyla as a evil woman. Here's another clip, and this is Eric Griffin calling out Khalyla for apparently taking the podcast show that Eric and Bobby was supposed to create with each other, but apparently Khalyla just stole it from Eric, and so she gets called out by Eric there. Let's watch this clip here.
Well, first of all, before we continue,
okay, here we go.
Let's just talk about this shit.
I already know what you're going to talk about.
It's okay, baby.
This traitorous fuck right here, okay? Him and I talked for 6, 9 months, a year, talking about we're going to do a podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to do a podcast.
We also went to all these comedy together.
We went and met with somebody, and then he's in here like, I'm going to make this room into a podcast room. And I'm like, oh, this is great. This is great. I can't wait, Bobby. All of a sudden, he's like, oh, yeah, I'm doing a podcast with my girlfriend. I was like, you bros before hoes, dude.
No.
Let me tell you something, Eric. Let me tell you something. No. I'm going to interject 1 second because
you traitorous fuck.
Let me tell you
left
something.
our fire team on Destiny.
Wow.
And now you did this to me. But I'm glad to be here.
No, Eric, listen. When you guys first talked about doing the podcast, I facilitated. I told him I will set up the whole room for you and Eric. I will do whatever I can.
Oh, I know this is your fault. I'm just trying not. You had surgery. I'm trying not to fucking get on you.
No, listen.
You Jezebel. Like this.
I will and I
Yoko
told Bobby
Ono
this.
over here, fucking breaking up the Beatles. She came and John.
She's like, yeah, I try to tell you. I tried to tell Bobby to work with you, but he didn't. So he wound up working with me instead because it was a lot easier. That's probably her explanation, right? He's going to wake up super late and I'm going to be there to do the show with him. You're going to get annoyed by him. If Eric happened to do the podcast, it would be a completely different podcast. Let's be honest there, If the timeline changed and Eric was the co-host with Bobby, different name, different everything about this show,
And maybe we should do an album together. Maybe it should be us, baby. I know what the fuck happened.
Eric, I am in duress.
And this traitorous fuck was like, okay, baby, you're right. We should do a podcast.
Oh, baby, you're Yoko. You broke up the Beatles.
I never fucking asked him to do this. As a matter of fact, I
just
pushed.
Implied it.
No, I pushed for you, and I kept reminding him he had to do one with you. But he doesn't reply to messages.
Probably during some head though. So maybe.
Maybe.
We should do Eric, but I mean, I have opinions too, and it's your choice.
I remember when
you manipulated him.
I remember hearing your conversation when he told you that he was doing it with me. I heard you.
I've been with a Filipino. I know what you did to him.
But did Bobby really want to have a podcast with Eric? Because we see him on the Golden Hour, and he's quite controlling. His character is quite controlling. I don't think Bobby really likes Eric in that form. That's why he probably did not want to work with him. Khalyla also probably had some form of power with that being the case.
Yeah, so Eric and I were supposed to do a podcast,
We talked about it for many years.
Let's not go into this because then something else happened.
Yeah.
You know
Tell me what happened.
Right before I met Bobby, I turned down the job.
Into it.
The next thing you know, he's got this podcast with his girlfriend, you know, and then he always has a good excuse. I needed to do this to save my relationship. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, it could be Bobby lazy. Didn't want to do it with Eric. Didn't think that Eric was going to vibe with him for a long time doing a podcast. I mean, Bobby said we were talking about it for years, and Khalyla took the chance, maybe. You know, like, we don't know. We're just assuming shit here. In the comments, it's quite a mix of people blaming Bobby, people blaming Khalyla, people saying Bobby's spineless. She controlled his decision. There's a lot of things. Look, let's look at the top comment here. Lord Barrick, 420, 77 upvotes. Eric does get a lot of flack for whining about shit, but he is right on the money with this one. Yeah, and then somebody replies with, I don't want that. So yeah, even Eric, people don't like Eric either. So it's just like everybody here in this subreddit doesn't like anybody. They don't like Bobby because he's spineless. They don't like Eric because he's annoying. He's a douche. And they don't like Khalyla because she's an evil woman. And like I said, this is an example of Khalyla's manipulation on Bobby. But you know, Bobby's a 50-year-old man. And when he got with her, he was 40, right? They've been together for 10 years.
On March 26th of this year, a private message from Bobby's brother was leaked, claiming verbatim that Khalyla had brainwashed his brother, systematically keeping him away from his family, and I quote, milking my brother's gold, adding that she was cheating on him with another man in Hawaii, which was putting him through serious emotional turmoil. So much so that it landed him in the psych ward, which Bobby believed would just be a rehab center, but Khalyla would instead send him to the asylum.
So here's another one where they're trying to accuse her of something, and this one is about Khalyla's lies. Here's the title. Khalyla lies about swimming, part 1. Dr. Drew is clearly skeptical as Khalyla stutters and claims that she swam for UNLV for 1 year, who then later realized she didn't have the necessary credits. A Division I school would check all of this before letting you swim. So they're accusing her of lying about being in the division in the university for swimming. So let's play this clip.
It went out of control.
Care to explain?
Yeah, I got a full scholarship to UNLV, and in short, they fucked me over.
Oh, they fucked you over.
They fucked me over. They fucked me over because they didn't go through, like, you have like NC2A, like clearinghouse, like certain subjects that you have to hit, and they didn't look into that before I actually signed for a full ride.
Or at least they didn't teach you what you needed to do.
Right, and I was just kind of a dumb 17-year-old.
Ooh,
I just
so you were
really
young, too.
banked on swimming being my ticket to just about anywhere.
What was your event?
So remember that guy that I was telling you about that exposed Khalyla's poems and stuff? He actually mentioned this and why she mentions her being a swimmer, and you know, it doesn't make a lot of sense how she would get into the school and then the school will be like, oh, never mind, you don't have the credits for, like, I don't understand, you know, college jargon, but that's what she says. It's like, I didn't get enough credits, right? And so now you can't swim. So the real reason why she was dropped is because she sucked at swimming. And here is, what's his name, XLP, to explain that.
One swimming. She purports to have swam D1 for the University of Las Vegas, but I wasn't able to find any proof of this online. I was, however, able to find dozens of documents proving that her sister swam here, but nothing on Khalyla herself. There are records of her swimming competitively online, just not collegiately. These records show that she wasn't even coming in first place on a consistent basis, but her sister was, who we know for sure went on to swim.
Kawinda is her sister, that's Khalyla's sister there. She was actually the one who was the star swimmer. Khalyla didn't make the team, and she wasn't able to go into the school.
swim D1. Taking this into account, she's probably lying about her swimming prowess, taking on her sister's accomplishments as her own. She also lies about having been a nurse. She at one point claimed to have gotten the job.
So I was like, okay, let me just be quick with the nursing, get my nursing degree, get a job. Got the job.
And gave out medical advice as if she had any idea what she was talking about whatsoever. She now claims that she never actually became a nurse, but that she just went to school for it.
I'm not a real nurse, you guys.
Oh, we were talking about Donut.
She also lies about what school she attended. She claims to have gone to California State Long Beach.
Yeah, so I got my bachelor's in nursing from Cal State Long Beach.
When this Facebook page clearly proves that she went to LBBC. LBBC is Long Beach City College. If you're unfamiliar, a city college is another word for a community college. I looked up the acceptance rate for LBBC. It's 100%. The national average for community colleges.
So yeah, there we go, guys. She lies a lot about stuff. She stretches the truth out, you know. She was this amazing swimmer, and then sometimes she's not amazing swimmer. Sometimes she's in a university, but she's actually in city college. So, you know, this is the type of things that they want to talk about Khalyla, but there isn't so much about her because she doesn't do as much content. And so what we do got is from XLP here, most of the things that seem bad or horrible or disturbing. This guy here, XLP, has made a compilation of Khalyla's worst moments, and she got basically like Schaub, you know. She got exposed for her lies, her little lies, her exaggerations, her manipulations. You know, all that is put on her for the way she is, the way she acted, the poems that she wrote, the dark things that she has supposedly said she has done. People are calling her out on it. Maybe they want her to maybe elaborate. Is it real? Is it fake? You know, explain yourself. But, you know, usually these kind of things are not going to be explained by her. She doesn't really care about whatever you guys say. Let's just be honest. All right, guys. So that's it. Khalyla subreddit, just like Brendan's subreddit, The Fight and the Kid, but different. It's female. It's a much more cunning Schaub, female Schaub. Much more smarter, cunning, manipulative, hacker, detective. There's so many things that they describe her. Like she seems to be like an evil genius of some sort. So yeah, that's the legend of Khalyla. Anyway, guys, I'll let you guys go. Let me know what you guys think about this. Are you on Team Khalyla? Are you on Team Bobby? Are you on Team Schaub? Let me know your thoughts down below. Have you guys seen this? Do you guys understand this? Because when I saw the comments, everything scrambled up. People that are defending her, people that are attacking her, people that are defending Bobby. It's just a mixed bag of people in here. Alright, guys, I'll see you guys next time. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
I told him I will set up a whole room for you and Eric. I will do whatever I can.
Oh, I know this is your fault. I'm just trying not. You had surgery. I'm trying not to fucking get on you. You Jezebel. Like this.
I will and I told
Yoko
Bobby
Ono over here, fucking breaking up the Beatles. She came in John.